Hi, this is Kenneth Wong, Senior Editor for Desktop Engineering magazine. What would a version of Dropbox customized for a CAD user be like? It might look like MyCadbox, a cloud-hosted collaboration and storage system. It's from the same people who developed CAD Faster, a viewing and markup plugin, also complemented by an iPad app. You start by simply getting a sign-on, and then once you've got it registered, you have your own access to your CADbox. It's called MyCadbox, but it's yours, so, well, you know what I mean. The web archive, your virtual box, is accessible from a browser or from a desktop client that's free to download and install, and also from a free iPad app by the same name. It currently supports step file, a widely used format. Now, it only supports steps file right now, so if that's not your preferred format, you'll have to weigh the pros and cons of converting the files you want to share to step format. Now, one of the difficulties I've had with Dropbox is the quota system, which I'm not sure I understand fully. It gets complicated about what counts towards your quota and what doesn't when you have multiple people sharing files with you and you sharing files with multiple people. And sometimes you delete a file, but the sender still keeps the file, and so on. My Dropbox uses a much simpler method. If it is a free version, you have a maximum limit of 10 models, no matter what the size of each of those models are. But for $9.99 a month, you get the Pro version, which gives you 100 models limit. The browser window version gives you a catalog view, or a list of your files with comments if there are any attached to them. The desktop version gives you some more functions like cross-sectioning, adding notes, measuring, and so on. Now, it's important to note that MyCadbox client app doesn't have as many functions as CAD Faster Collaborate, the viewing and markup program from the same company. It's for the very simple fact that MyCadbox is not a viewing and markup app, just a desktop client access to your cloud-hosted VirtualBox. If you'd like to share a file with someone, you can email it and share it that way, or you can start hosting a co-viewing session with more than one people if desired. That way several people can be looking at the same file and commenting on it at the same time. The actions that you take in your desktop client, like adding notes, are instantly synchronized with your iPad app. So if you refresh your iPad app, like I just did right now, you'll see the latest comments showing up. Now, the convenience of sharing your step files by posting them to the cloud is undeniable. Definitely beats emailing files around. If you're a small business or just a work group, you'd agree that this is also a much simpler method than sharing it through a complex PDM or PLM system designed for larger enterprises. I think the primary appeal of MyCadbox comes from the way it synchronizes the web content, the desktop client, and the iPad app. It's the same approach taken with its CAD Faster plugins. In other words, your browser, your desktop client, and your iPad apps are just different doors into the private step file storage box hosted in the cloud. The primary data, the file with comments, remains the same no matter how you access it. MyCadbox began public beta this Monday, so if you'd like to grab your own box, let's say your CADbox, you can go to mycadbox.com. Till next time, this is Kenneth Wong bidding farewell from within his CADbox.